Worth it. I told you we'd make some money at this.
All right, let me see if you're recording. Go ahead and check it, Decker.
Check, check, check.
Okay, Eric.
Check,
okay.
baby, 1, 2.
Got me. Stop talking, Decker.
All right, and I'm going. I'm checking.
There you go. Your microphone's in front of my face.
Now, you got to fucking suck that thing like it's a dick.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm sorry.
And Jimmy moved it away.
No, I had to move it. I'm looking at the camera.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I don't mean to be.
I'm looking at the camera. Your fucking gooseneck.
Get out of my fucking eye line.
You're going to cup the balls.
Here, I'll make it better for you. Okay, there.
He's like Christian Bale.
I'll talk
Don't
right.
walk in front of my seat.
I'll talk right over it.
So
I just have to slide
look at
back
Decker.
here.
I told you I should have flipped the fucking thing over.
Sit up like an adult male and you won't have a problem.
So 100th episode. I did like about 5 different ones. You guys are gonna be part of it.
Nice.
Cool.
I want to have everyone on that's helped the podcast a lot. When I started this was you guys were on fucking about a year and a half ago, December. Didn't know anyone and got Decker to come on. I got actually Landsfeind, and then Decker said, "Let's do it." You guys both came on.
Hell yeah.
The funny story I tell everyone is, we walk in and you guys are a little skeptical, which I understand because you don't trust no one in the fishing industry. I wouldn't either. But Decker goes, "So what's your plan?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know." Well, what do you want to do out of this? I'm like, "I don't know. Whatever happens, dude." And you're like, "All right, just checking."
Just checking.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not." I mean, now it's cool because we have some sponsors, but I was never hunting for sponsors.
Yeah.
And I feel like you, Eric, and Deck, both of you guys helped validate the podcast and made it what it is. And I want to tell you guys thank you for what you've done.
Welcome.
Yeah.
That's what I exactly was hoping was going to happen. That's why you were like, what are you going to do? I don't know. Let it roll.
That's what I wanted to do. And is I said, hey, you come on here. You want to run your mouth? That's fine. Anyone. Okay. I got to cut some of them. I do that out of respect because you came on here. But usually it's the raw material.
Right. That's what everybody wants to hear.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. When we came to your house that day, Jim and I were on our way over and we were
find a liquor store.
we're trying to find a liquor store. And we finally, we found one, and before I got out, he couldn't get out of the passenger seat for some reason, and it said they lost.
I thought the seatbelt was on the other side.
They lost their liquor license or whatever. So we go to another liquor store. We're late. I'm like, hurry up! So I can't get out. Your seatbelt's broken. I'm like, you're reaching on the wrong side.
For some reason, I thought it was over here.
He apparently doesn't ride the passenger seat or never wears the seatbelt.
I travel in Europe a lot.
Yeah. So we get there, and whoever you were interviewing before
it was Seacrest.
No, he came later. There was some Asian guys. Is that okay to say? I don't I don't know. But I'm like, I thought they were you, and I'm like, wow, he didn't look anything like I thought he did.
I remember when you said that.
I'm like, this is really weird. I don't know.
And I'm like, I want to fucking know who was that? An Asian guy.
Weren't they Asian?
I don't know.
They were small.
It could have been Filipino. I'm not sure.
Small guys.
Oh, they're Mexican guys, but they looked...
yeah, well, whatever.
Hey, it's all the same. Dark skin.
Sure, right?
It's all good. They had a nice tan.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I remember that was the first person that tripped over the fucking baby gate. And I told, hey,
watch out for the baby gate.
Decker's fucking... I had about 10 different guys. Benny almost tripped on it.
Yeah.
But that was a fun one. And we did a little round table. You guys were like the first of the round table.
Yeah.
And I think it was cool.
Gary were in there.
Fuck Gary, but Ben and you guys. I love Gary. I'm just kidding. But it was fun having all you guys in one room talking because it's stuff that people want to hear. Like, what do you guys talk about? Like when you're fishing, And I think Ben, out of the podcast, a lot of people said, if you don't weigh it, don't say it.
Yeah,
that's a fucking.
It's a great phrase.
Well, it's funny about Ben is I think he went into the thing. I didn't really know him, and I think he went into thinking that I was a dick. I'm not sure because
I think a lot of people think that.
Yeah.
It's your standoffish attitude of, unless Eric gets to know you, he's like that dog in the corner that won't come over to you and let you pet him. He's always like whenever you get close. But then once he gets to know you, he's like, scratch my back.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, yeah.
So that's what it's come down to.
But I think that's the people I like I like you guys because you guys tell the truth.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of there's a lot of people, but right when I met you guys off the bat, you're kind of like, all right, what's your plan? Yeah. You weren't like saying, oh, hey man, you're like, I just want to know what you're doing. That's it. And that's people don't do that nowadays. I don't feel like.
Well, I think certain people do and other people don't.
Yeah.
I guess that's just the way, everybody's a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, for me, you know, coming on here, it's like, you know, Jimmy and I just did a seminar over there that like 4 people attended because it's Friday afternoon. It's Valentine's Day.
I mean, your wife's waiting at home. You're in trouble.
Topic.
But you know, it's funny. We're over there. We're talking, and the first seminar we did about bass fishing, we're talking so long. Todd, the moderator, is like, "You guys got to cut." No, I got more to say. No, it's just bullshitting.
Like, no, there's no seminars, but us. Let's just talk for 4 hours about this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
people would have sat there and listened to it. But they're like, oh, no, we got to do a condition seminar in an hour and a half so everyone can leave.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But you guys are doing it all weekend, though, right?
Yeah, we're going to be here again Saturday and Sunday.
You guys are doing bluefin on light tackle?
We're doing, like, surface, like, no live bait bluefin.
We're doing a no bullshit bluefin thing.
Yeah.
Because all these ding-dongs over here.
Hey, these fucking assholes that fly G-fly shit.
Yeah. You know,
he can't hear us.
Superfly.
I'll tell you what, that shit's great if you want to do it, but I would rather watch paint dry than catch a tuna that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's, you know, in the old days, I used to go down to Puerto Vallarta. We'd troll skipjack for yellowfin tuna. And the most exciting part of the entire day is catching the skipjack that you troll with this fucking tuna. Because they eat it, and it's like... And then it's like, okay, now I got 2 hours to pull on this stupid thing. And, I mean, a lot of this stuff, and I don't mean to knock the guys that are fishing big bluefin nowadays or anything like that. It's a big fucking dick stroke is what it really comes down to. These guys it's like, oh, God, do you see the size of the tuna I caught? Yeah, great.
I'm going to go catch another one tomorrow and let it rot in the freezer.
Yeah. A sport boat just caught 25 of those. Look, those guys must be amazing anglers. But these are the same guys who used to charter Alan Watts, and they go, I'm the best fucking sea bass fisherman ever. I caught my limit
Did you listen to Watson?
I did. It was great.
I'm sure you liked it.
Oh, yeah. You know, I worked with him many years ago. Back in like 1987, I used to work on a boat that he ran. So, you know, it's awesome.
Oh, he fucking had me roll. Like, I told him he's Don Rickles to me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, he fucking was going, fuck you.
On a side note, the thing about that tuna fishery the last 4 years, and then really the last 2, and now this stupid catfishing swordfish craze that's taking off.
Which I want to know about because you guys tried it.
It is saving the mom and pop tackle stores.
That's
really
good.
You know, I mean, as far as, you know, your independently owned shops, it's like a breath of fresh air. I mean, they're actually making some money. Custom rods, big reels.
Yeah.
I mean, you go down and talk to Mark or the guys at Angler Center or where's the place you go to? Island
Tackle, yeah.
Yeah, you go to any of those stores, and I mean, like, they're full of gear now. People are actually buying stuff to go fishing, you know. I mean, when it was just calico bass and yellowtail, those shelves were like barren, you know. Guys weren't walking in there with $2,000 to buy a
And I think it's kind of cool that you guys do, of the calico guys. I mean, I know Bobby does too, Martinez. I talk to Bobby a lot, so I know what he does, but you guys do everything too. You aren't just like, hey, I'm only fucking fishing calico. Well, you're like, no, we'll go out and try it.
We
like
fish.
Yeah,
I fish for everything.
Like to fish.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. You talk about my goal as an angler. Anybody's goal as an angler. It's like I don't give a shit about being the best spotty fisherman or the best calico bass fisherman or sand bass fisherman. I give a fuck about being able to rock fish. I mean, I want to go out and catch everything.
Yeah,
and that's really what it comes down to. It's in the guys that really put some effort in it. They find out that it's not a big transition to go from
calico bass to marlin,
cranking for a fucking spotty in the inner harbor to fucking catching marlin off Catalina. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You just got to go fish. You know,
so like just being a general, like all around angler is like kind of your guys' goal.
That's what I'm into.
And you just like fishing.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is kind of a cool thing to know. I mean, you guys are like tournament anglers.
I go fish the surf. You know, you were in big surf fishing. I love fishing the surf.
You know what I really like though is I think on a post, I think you guys put up something, and Matt, I think, put up something. Hey, you know, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you aren't. And I put something back. I go, look it. I know you guys don't like the fucking word, but I consider you guys professionals at Calico Fishing. Okay, the group of people that enter the Masters, I figure you're the top echelon of fishing.
Right
now, because you had a bad day doesn't mean you aren't amazing at what you do.
And I wanted to say, like, and I'm like, all of it,
right? I mean, there's luck, dude. I mean, look at the fucking rookie division beat everyone.
I know.
Well, yeah, and the way they caught their fish in the first 20 minutes or whatever, I've been there. I've also caught my fish in the last 20 minutes. You know?
Yeah.
But what it comes down to is the tournaments that we fish, the guys that take it too seriously, like I need to hang my hat on how I do today. That's not right.
They're
because
in for a big letdown.
Anybody in that tournament can win on any given day. You know, if the tournaments were run over 5 days every 3 weeks, there would definitely be some cream of the crop rising up, and I don't know who would be a part of that or who would put that effort into. But it's a fun, luck-related tournament.
You know, Eric hooked a big fish early in the morning, and it unfortunately broke us off, and then I hooked a big fish, and it actually came off, but I mean, that's the luck part.
Are you guys fishing? So I've seen 2 different ways. Like, I like to fish a little lighter, I guess 15 to 20.
See, that's what I was doing during the tournament.
Jimmy fishes lighter, I fished a little heavier, but I mean, that tournament.
In the bay.
We had, realistically, I'm going to say 60 to 80 fish through the day.
That's good. We had like we
were crushed.
Hey, we did.
I mean, I went like 8 in a row, man. I mean, we were
there. It's a numbers game, really. And so what it comes down to with tournament fishing is there's tournaments you can win, and you can fish to win, and there's tournaments where you have to try and catch as many fish you do and hope you get the right bites. I feel personally that on these mixed species inner harbor events and also San Diego Bay events, it's almost impossible to fish to win that tournament because you can only fish a limited amount of baits, and it's not like you can isolate bigger bites by fishing a certain spot or a certain technique. The outer harbor events, you can go and say, hey, I know if I run all these spots, I have a chance of catching 5 fish that are going to be the bigger fish, and that's the difference in the thought process for me. And I never feel like I'm going to win an inner harbor event. I have won inner harbor events, but I always feel that I was just in the right place at the right time.
Get the right bite.
Yeah, I get it.
I went like you. I went a little lighter. I was fishing 15, 20. I was really light on my crankbait rod. I was really light on my tube rod. You know, and that's what cost us.
Yeah.
I was 30-pound leader to 17-pound main line, and Eric took the donkey on the hot dog.
What are you gonna do?
I love what you guys call.
So what
the hot dog?
Who doesn't like
what do they call
dog?
The Red Rocket?
Yeah.
Well, what's funny about these inner harbor tournaments? So it's just it's not messing up when you hook these fish. You know, Matt and I, when we fished the SWB, we had a spotty tournament in Long Beach Harbor. We had like I think 7.62 for 3 spotties. And we caught 5 spotties that day. They were all that size, but we didn't catch another fish or have another bite.
Yeah.
But we would have lost any of those fish. We would have just been like fucking whatever, you know. So you have to have luck involved.
You got to capitalize. And then you got to fish clean the whole day.
I agree with that because it's like there's luck in it. Of course. I mean, sometimes guys jump up to the first spot that usually don't. Or maybe they pre-fish the fuck out of it.
The first tournament I won was the SWBA tournament in Santa Barbara.
Were you pre-fishing then?
Yeah, we pre-fished, got 1 fish and 2 trips, and we went up there. And I'm at like 5th casting on a 9-pound calico.
Oh, that was it. That's all you needed, right?
I'm like, hey, I had a mini Florentino bag.
Sorry. One big one and 4 little ones.
Benny, we love you, but Benny has had enough bags where he manages to catch 1 really big fish that's like half of his bag weight, and the other 4 average the other half. We and Benny, again, I love you, but we all call it a Florentino bag, and that's what that
was. That's the cool thing, though, is to hear about the little things like this.
Yeah.
People don't know that. I'm gonna fucking call it that.
It's hard to fish clean for a whole day and get all your bites and get all the fish, and the little ones fucking never come off. It's always that one you need. You know, it's like oh god, this is going to be a good one. You know, and then all of a sudden, fuck.
And one of the things that I'm always
again.
One of the things I'm very proud of in tournaments, especially outside of the harbor tournaments, is I usually am able to get 5 fish that are all the same size. They may not all be the giants, but you know, I can't tell you how many tournaments we've had. 19.5 pounds, and our biggest fish is just a hair under 4. I mean, they're all
3.9.
And what that means is that you're catching, you pattern them, and you're able to catch, and we'll have 25 or 30 fish that size. And that's figuring that part out. That, to me, that's a win right there, because I can't control. I'm not very lucky when I fish. I'm not normally the guy that gets that bigger bite. I do sometimes, and I've won tournaments with it, but I've also not won tournaments with that. But anytime I can go there and catch, if I'm fishing calicos or sandbass, if I get 5 fish that are all the same size, I'm in the high teens or low 20s, I'm stoked.
Right.
That was your goal.
If you're cycling through a lot of fish, it means you're fishing right.
Yeah.
You're just not. If you don't cash a check, you just didn't get the right bite. It's not because you weren't fishing right. you're catching fish all day. You just didn't get that 7.2 Skylar bite that he got out there.
I normally don't get those.
Dude, that was fucking huge. I was like, oh my god. So do you feel like the pressure of fishing has gone up somewhat with the tournaments? No, same.
We get so pumped before the event. We're like little kids,
what I like seeing? And then I like seeing Eric's post going, fuck this with my fucking little,
That's always
whiskey.
At my house.
And I'm like, with the dog, your fucking new dog.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm like, dude, that's what I like seeing. Is like,
myself after these tournaments.
We get so jacked, but still before the events, like getting all of our gear ready, and I'm tying all new leaders and changing hooks and split rings and everything else, and then it's like
you go to bed at 9, you're up at midnight.
I'm like 7 fucking pounds, man. It's just
it's crazy for you guys to talk about now. So once you do it, like Jeff came from Utah, spent the night at my house.
Right.
We were up till I think 1:30. I went to bed for an hour, and we woke up and got going.
Charged, right.
Yeah. It was like, and I wasn't tired at all during the day because you're so like, oh my God, fishing.
I've worked all night, met Eric at the ramp, jumped in the boat, and fished all day.
And met up, and I jumped in the boat. But Saturday, I had a cold or the flu or something.
Yeah,
and halfway through the morning, I'm like,
he was like, man, I don't feel good.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm having a medical emergency, but I really feel fucked up right now. And I'm like,
just trying to drink some more whiskey.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down. I had a beer, and I'm like, this doesn't make me feel any better.
No matter what tournament we're fishing in, I always feel like we're in it to win it, but I never put any kind of pressure on myself that it's like, oh, failure. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, we had a good time, learned a little bit of stuff. Every day you go out and you learn something, but if you're coming into the SBS thinking you're just going to dominate the series, you should just go do something else, because it's just...
But that's why I like it, because I predicted in my head, I'm like, oh...
If I get 2.
No. Well, in my head, I'm like, we could have placed last, but if I got 2, I'd be happy. That's it.
Right.
Yo.
But... I was predicting, okay, Benny's going to win this. He fucking does good. Or so-and-so.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking work out that way.
Yeah. The guys that don't do well
doesn't make me happy. It makes me go...
It makes me happy.
Right.
It's a flip of the coin sometimes,
They're all my
guys.
friends, but if I beat them, I'm stoked.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah. Secret time. I'm friends with Bobby Martinez.
Right.
I'm good buddies. I consider him a buddy.
Bobby's a cool head.
So I call Bobby. I go, hey, dude, what place did you take, dude? He goes, 8th. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Just letting you know, I fucking took 6 and I beat.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm just letting you know. But I think that's what makes...
He was probably stoked.
Yo, dude, and this is the guys that helped me were Bobby, fucking a lot. Bobby's been like a mentor.
Right.
He showed me a lot.
I've seen you've been fishing with him
and he showed me a lot.
You some stuff.
What I caught some other fish on was what he showed me.
Right.
So it's like, Bobby, Jeff, great mentor. Roger from Save On, fucking another good guys helped me out. To have music guys that are coming on tomorrow, they've helped me out. But Bobby's been like a big one, where
it's good
Bobby's
to have
a good head.
Yeah, and so it's fun though. I could see when you fucking beat a buddy and you go, "Hey, dude, what did you fucking do today, faggot?"
I'll tell you what. When Matt and I used to fish against Jimmy and Tracy, Jimmy's a sandbagging motherfucker. You get them? I got we always fish the same shit. You get them? I got maybe 10 pounds. Oh fuck yeah, we got 12 pounds. We're doing great. Then we see it's like 18.7. You motherfucker!
I have a hard time.
Tracy at the end. But I'll tell you what. When you get those smaller fish, he's got one of those major league fishing
I got one of the major league scales now that they use on the MLF.
Yeah, well, what's funny is, had we not had that, we would have
we would have been big eyeing that.
We would have been like, we got 12 pounds.
Yeah, we got 11 easy.
Hey, I like that terminology. Big eye.
Yeah,
because you're calling. That's such a bummer when you're like
get tank shrinkage at the end of the tournament.
We gotta have 20 pounds. And you fucking go pick your bag up, like, whoa. I'm either really strong. Did I just pick up an empty suitcase?
Hey, dude, and then little things I didn't know about, I fucking look at my live well. I didn't drain it. I went home after, and I look, and there's a fucking huge crab in there.
Oh yeah,
dude. Tracy used to try to stuff that shit back down their throats before we would weigh in. I'm not kidding. There'd be giant limpets
dude, you're that would have been fucking.
And when you're weighing in hundredths and you're losing by 4 100ths, that's where I have a problem with guys. Jerry's trying to stop it, but the guys that take their bags up in a mesh bag inside a water bag so they can put their fish in the bucket and get that little bit of extra water.
So you think that water just soaks into the fish more?
Every hundredth, no, just in the tray even.
Yeah, and those fish also hold that water in their gullet.
Every hundredth of an ounce.
That's crazy.
You can lose by 1/100th. That's 3 drops of water. I mean, get on that scale and see what 100th of an ounce looks like, and then you find out you lost by 3/100ths.
It happens. It's just a fair, flat, even playing field is all anybody wants.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I agree. And
when they choke out something that weighs,
dude, that could have been a quarter of a pound.
What I mean,
I've had close to a pound of shit in my fucking life.
Dude.
When you get 5 big ones and they're coughing out.
Big octopus.
Yeah.
What did I heard a story about
digested mackerel.
Jack used to fucking put a fucking safety pin through the fucking...
That would be smart.
Long ago.
I'm going to share a funny non-tournament related story. Back when I used to fish sport boats, and I'm not going to name the guys who did it because they used to cheat on jackpot back then. And they would have guys that come out on the boat for free and hopefully weigh jackpot. And
how can I refuse such a good host?
So one of these trips, someone, might have been me, I'm not sure who it was, caught a big sand bass. But there was a lot of big sand bass being caught. So instead of just putting it in the bag, the deckhand had this person put it on the bag hook with its mouth open, and then was putting sardines into its mouth and stuffing it down with the handle of the bait scoop, trying to fill its stomach. So whoever this was asked the guy, "Hey, how's it going to get in?" He's like, "Fuck, it's eating a lot. I mean, I put like 10 in there, and it just keeps taking them." And what it turned out happened was he pushed too hard and he blowed the bottom of the sand bass out. And all this, he had a gunny bag full of sardines underneath the thing. There used to be a lot of cheating like that.
He goes, "Oh, it's really taking
torpedo sinkers and that." I was never involved with any of that, and I'm not going to name any people who were, especially
when they're sitting right next to us.
but that kind of stuff happened back then, and we were all kids.
It's
and
the way
I wasn't
it's the way it is, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're fucking
$3 jackpot, and you're making $14 a day as a deckhand. I mean, you need that $50 on the side.
When I started that working as a deckhand, it was $35 a day.
Wow.
Plus tips.
Do you think there could be something cool like for big money for saltwater bass?
We're thinking about doing a big money tournament.
Well, so much.
We'll be with you. We're thinking $1,000 2-man team.
We were thinking a $500 base buy-in.
And then
I was thinking of it. Well, like I've heard some people talk about some big money where I'm like, that could work.
Or
they don't want to take any money. They want to just make this.
Well, we were thinking running through the angling club, doing a $500 basic entry, and having some bigger side pots,
like a 250 big fish.
Because if you can get someone to. Like nothing that Jerry's doing amazing. He can do what he can.
Right.
It's hard for him to do it on his own. But he has to make a profit off that, and I back it 100%. I wouldn't expect him to do it for free.
Right.
But if someone came in and kind of like the OBB.
Right.
You know how they kind of get someone to pay out?
Right.
Yeah.
And I get that is a like a charity tournament, but there could be something like that. Because I feel like if you got the big bass, if you got the big money, the only thing would be live bait. People would want to fish live bait.
I think that I don't think there would be any advantage there.
Do you think fuck it? Let them fish live bait?
Here's the thing. If you get it to be $1,000 a team and you get 20 teams in and you have a $20,000 payout, I would fish that tournament
with live bait.
I wouldn't fish live bait, but I don't think there's a misnomer that. That's necessarily the advantage.
No. I agree, but I'm just saying people would want to do it.
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
You wouldn't?
No.
You feel like you have just as good a chance with...
I have fished tournaments back in the early 2000s where guys fished live bait and we beat them with swim baits.
Yeah.
Service iron, big weedless, big hard bait.
A lot of the guys that want to fish live bait aren't great bass fishermen.
Right.
They might just want to do it for fun, though, or $1,000 if they got it. Fucking take their money, right?
If you get, $30,000 for first place and then pay on down.
See, I feel if you opened up the live bait though, it would probably open up.
I'm all about it.
It would open up more money into the tournament. So
because you get guys in like 44-foot Pacificas that are going to go over with 3 scoops of squid and a tank of mackerel they're going to post up at Pyramid and fish all night.
It would have to be calicos only though.
Yeah. No
sand bass. Yeah. Because sand bass, you fish mackerel in certain spots, you could very easily
You'll destroy the artificial guys.
Have they done one like that recently?
No, they did the Western Outdoor News one.
That was quite a while ago. But I mean, the big bag for fucking
Dave Dodge destroyed that
It was
tournament.
like 40-something fucking pounds.
Are
or
you
something.
fucking kidding?
No, all on mackerel.
Yeah.
Dave Dodge has some wrecks off of Huntington and some stones that are small and well guarded that are just. I got to fish one of them. I blindfolded.
I have a couple of those spots.
Oh, real? Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead
Or do you
serious.
just put the fucking blindfolded?
Blindfolded, and then we got there and it was dark, so we got to start fishing. And I knew we were off of like Dog Beach somewhere and outside.
Yeah.
That's the back cave.
I could get that sounds like I could get a little lineup off of the oil rigs, but this was years ago and I wasn't real savvy to that area. But I mean, the sand bass that bit on that spot were like shit I'd never seen before.
There's some giant bass.
And I want to do a fish finder minute with the guest because I feel like I'm barely learning it, and it's
Eric's
made
got
a
it dialed.
huge difference if
Eric
you can.
shows me a lot of shit on mine.
Yeah, and I agree, and I want him to kind of like. I use the fucking Navionics app. It's fucking great, dude.
Oh, that thing's amazing.
And I love it because I'll go, oh, it's right here. Hold on. And I'll look at my fish finder and be like, oh, yep, right here we go.
Right.
And then you'll see a little fucking bump. Like,
Right,
oh, there it is, there it is. Fucking drop it, you know?
Yeah.
Or even knowing how to drop correctly.
Then you mark that on your chart plotter immediately.
Or you go further into it. It's not just dropping it. It's getting off to the side of them. You know, we got that Santa Monica Bay tournament coming up here with the SPS, and I'm not going to show too many cards on that, but there's been tournaments up there where guys that are really good sand bass fishermen will go up to those ARs up there, and they're just not catching shit. We're getting 60, 70 fish off them because we're never getting anywhere near those spots, and that makes a huge difference. And just
dude, I'm telling you, Mr. Martinez took me to. I fucking caught like. I can't even.
Fun up there, huh?
Oh my God! He's like, you'll get a 5-pounder. I'm like, really? He's like, watch, right there. Bam! I'm like, oh fuck! He's like, no, real fast. Stop. You'll get a second one on there. Oh fuck! And it was really fun. But
did you make it up to Malibu or did you stay?
We just stayed there because we had the night fishing and then we fished the Santa Monica breakwall, which was great. Throwing SP minnows, dude. Just
I'll tell you though, fishing that A-rig and some of those ARs, if you know what you're doing. I mean, you have those 20-pound casts, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt and I have had a couple tournaments where we're getting 17, 18 pounds in a cast.
Hot catch.
Yeah.
I love that.
I know.
I want to get him back on too. Like he
wants me. I was talking today.
Dude, he makes me laugh so. Like I said, I put a best of episode and he was on it because he made me laugh so fucking hard.
Funny.
Yeah.
He's got a very dry sense of humor.
That's why I like it.
He's got a lot of damage, so it works out good.
But he's happy with being a dog owner now, right?
Yeah,
he's got
Changed his life.
You got a new dog too, right?
I should have got one of these all along.
You got a new dog too.
I had 4. One died. I got another one, this blind Chihuahua that we have, and then one of my other ones passed. So we're actually right now looking at another Chihuahua.
Do you like Chihuahuas? Did you start getting into Chihuahuas, or
no? It's just a smaller breed.
What's available, and there's a woman who works for like an Orange County Rescue that we got our last poodle from, the one that recently passed.
Yeah.
She had another Chihuahua that just had a litter of puppies that was abandoned, and once those puppies are weaned, I think we're going to take that dog.
Oh, shit.
So,
that's a 15-year pup. That's a 15-year dog.
I'm good with that. You know what sucks?
Eric keeps getting these like 14-year-old dogs.
Dude, some of the dogs, I'm like, fuck, man.
We get
6
these older
months
dogs.
left.
They need a home, and most people won't take a dog like that. And I feel bad for the fucking things. And they're so loving when you get a home. That poodle mix that just passed away. When I got up for the tournament, this was the dog that I was always having cocktails with. This was the dog. If I got him at fucking midnight, that dog would be
up. Little curly hair, brown one.
Yeah. What are you doing?
And she would just, I got up for this fucking tournament, and I had this giant hole inside myself.
I was like, fuck, where's cheese?
I'm just like, man, this sucks.
See, you know what? People might think you're an asshole, but look how soft you are.
Yeah, I'm damaged, obviously. But yeah.
No, I think that's cool, man. I like seeing people's backstories and shit.
It's important, and my wife's a veterinarian, and she can treat a lot of these dogs that other people can't. When Cheez It died, we had this bag of medication that she was on, eye drops, because she had lost vision from diabetes medicine, thyroid medicine, pain medicine. It's like fucking. There's no one that's going to take a dog like that.
Yeah.
So, and it's a wonderful dog, so it just sucks.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I mean, I hate cats, and we have 2 now because my son found one, and I'm like, fuck this thing, and now it's hanging out.
Yeah.
Then I was helping my buddy move, and the fucking little cat was sitting there and kind of walked up to me. I'm like,
rubbing
you
against
fucking
your
piece
leg.
of shit.
Like, get away from me.
So I call my wife, I'm like, you want another cat? She's like, no, and I'm like,
okay, we got one.
I'm like, it's fucking, there's no one at this house. It's by itself. I'm like, fuck it. And now I like that cat. I don't like the other one.
Yeah, I understand.
I like the one I bring home, Oreo, and I'm like, fucking.
But, you know, the reason we're getting a younger dog this time is because my wife's very sensitive. She's like, fucking, I've had my heart broken twice.
Does it kill her every time that she does?
And our other 3 dogs are all over 11.
Oh, shit.
To 11, like 14. She's all, I can't, right now, I just can't take another young or older dog. I wouldn't be able to handle it. Right. So she's all, but I want to get a younger one. And I'm like, that's fine. Then when the next older one goes, we'll get another old one. So,
yeah.
But why don't you talk about how you found your dog at the Hawaiian Gardens Casino?
Oh, Kimchi.
Is this recently?
Kimchi, Grandmaster Yoda. I mean, Grandmaster Splinter.
It looks like Bobby Splinter from
Bobby Martinez nicknamed it Grandmaster Splinter. So me and Tracy went to Hawaiian Gardens to play cards a couple of years ago, and we get out. It was like 8 years ago.
Fuck.
And it's hot, man. It's like August, and we get outside, and there's this bitchin' little dog, man, but it's all dirty. And it's like prancing around in the parking lot, you know, and running around, and people were like, "Oh, come here, come here, come here," and bang, go away. And I got out and pulled up, and Tracy like walked over and tried to get it. We had like some to-go food because Tracy will eat when I'm in there playing cards, and the mixed martial artists that are standing on the corner like, oh, I bet you cannot get dog. You know, they're like betting. They're betting each other. No, she no get dog. That's my dog. You know what I mean?
They have a sign at Hawaiian Gardens that says English only during dance. Yeah.
So long story short, Tracy coaxes it over and then snuffs her by the neck. You know, picks it up, throws her in the car, and we take off. But it's been like. So we get home and we're like, oh, fuck, this dog's so bitchin'. She was still kind of a puppy. You got to come over and see her, man. Bobby Martinez's favorite dog. You ask him about her anytime. And I'm like, oh, what are we going to name her? I go, where are you from? I'm like, ¿Cómo está usted? The dog doesn't look at me or anything. I'm like, what's up, Holmes? Come here, girl. She doesn't do anything. I'm like, bang duck diet. Fucking head just turns around immediately. I'm like, oh, your name's Kimchi.
What a fucking great story.
Well, dude, my dog that just passed away, when we got her, the owner had passed away, and so she went up to the sponsor thing, we got her. And we're like, this is the worst dog ever. She wouldn't fucking listen. You call her, she looks off into fucking space, wouldn't listen to any commands. The owner's daughter was from Taiwan, came out to visit, and she's all, she knew that Rachel had the dog, so she wanted to come see it. She's all, my mother who owned the dog only spoke Chinese. So the dog only speaks Chinese. So she wrote down a bunch of phonetic things about
so you can talk to the fucking dog.
The fucking dog can sit, it can fetch, it can play all these fucking games. We're like, this is the best
man,
dog
you are
ever.
smart.
It's like, you need 2 odds.
You're like,
sit.
watch this. Hold my beer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, shit. Well, thanks again, guys, for coming on.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
Little short thing. We'll do another one.
I know they're very exciting, but next time we'll go on, we'll talk about Mag
What you know I'd like to do, we'll do a group. But I talked to John.
Those round tables are pretty fun.
I think if we did a round table and we kind of, like, I opened up a Q&A and said, hey, you guys want to ask these fucking salty assholes a question, you can ask whatever you want, and we'll fucking go around the table and kind of make
it.
Because I feel like there's stuff that you might not agree on that he does, and it's like a different perspective because you can learn from this. I have.
Absolutely.
I mean, I learned some of the shit I've done, and I think if we did something like that, or even like a card game, just having everyone talk shit.
We have card games at my house.
But do it with the podcast going.
We got to tell one final story, and when we have,
I love the stories. Keep going.
When we have the round table, we'll have a bottle of whiskey and shot glasses in front of everybody. And when you get the question, you got to do a shot, and then you pass that over to the side. So I love Sanner. So we're playing cards at the house. I have a Bay Bass tournament every year through the angling club at Balboa Angling Club in Newport Harbor, and we have the award ceremony. Instead of being at the club, we have it at my pad, so everybody doesn't have to drive down there.
Yeah,
it's a lot more free, and you can do whatever you want, so to say. So
if that means drugs and alcohol,
I got me, Eric, Bobby, Garrett, Joseph. Who else was there? We had
Chris Oakes. There's a bunch of people there.
Chris Oakes was there. JD. We had everybody playing. So everybody buys in. We're playing poker out on the patio, and everybody's got their chips out. Okay, fucking shuffle up. Everybody. Okay, big blind, small blind. All the cards go around. It's like, oh fuck, I raise, call, re-raise. I'm all in. Call.
The first hand, everybody at the table
Everybody's
all in.
No, it was everybody. It was a raise and a call all the way around. Then the flop hit, and it was like 3/4 of the stack, all in. Every single person, call. What kind of deck of cards was that?
Pinochle deck.
It was a pinochle deck.
Oh.
It was only 10s to aces, so everybody was holding like full house, 4 of a kind.
Yeah.
And you guys didn't even fucking know.
No, we were all like, fuck yeah.
Shit,
I'm like,
dude.
Fuck yeah, we throw the card. If I have 4 aces, you know.
I've got like a pair of aces, and the flop comes, there's 2 aces and a king, and I get fucking 3 raises ahead of me. I'm like, hell yeah.
Man.
So everybody had to get their money back.
Everybody, we had to start everything back. It
dude.
was probably the funniest fucking card game we've
And
ever
that's
had.
the funny shit that I like to hear
and it
about.
was fun.
Like, yeah.
And Bobby and Garrett were just trashed, and it was so
Hey, they're
funny.
good at that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're professionals. You want to talk about professional anglers? Those are 2 professional
I've got a
anglers.
great story about
And
Bobby.
drinkers.
I've got a great story about
Let's
Bobby.
hear the Bobby story.
If
Let's hear
drinking
it.
you mean fishing, yes, they are professionals.
We're having another card game at SoCal Ocean Sports, and it's a boat shop down there in Alamitos, and we would bring in 2 tables and have a tournament. A lot of drinking goes on. There's guys taking weed. There's other things going on. There's open balls of booze. There's a bunch of money on the table. And we're playing for like an hour, and this cop barges in with his gun out. What are you guys doing in here?
Officer Brad Davis.
Our buddy.
Oh,
He's
you
a
fucking kidding me?
Bobby
he's like a
was this
professional
big.
freshwater bass fisherman.
Hey, did Bobby fucking run under the table?
No,
he knew we were in there.
He was like, oh, what the fuck?
I was gonna get up and start running just to freak everybody
Fuck,
out.
dude. That's
But
so
it was
good,
so
dude.
funny, man. He comes rolling in his uniform. What's going on?
He's the same guy. I was towing my boat down to the shop one
That's
morning.
fucking funny.
I get lit up by the cop. I'm like, fuck, pull it over. The guy drives by, gives you the finger.
Yeah.
No, he's great. He's Seal
Yeah.
Beach.
Oh, that's fucking a funny story.
But Bobby was so
He's a
scared.
good
It's like,
guy.
hey, man, this ain't
That's
City
good.
Terrace, bro.
He's gonna love. He's gonna. Oh fuck! Again, we're gonna do
all
something.
I want to say is congratulations, man.
Thanks, man.
You
I appreciate
fucking
it.
Kicked it out of the park.
Trying
It's
to.
nothing but good
We'll
from
see.
here.
We'll see.
You
Yeah.
made some amazing out of nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I just want to keep it fun. That's the whole thing. Having fun, talking
If
about
it's
fishing,
not, it's
drinking
not
beers.
worth doing.
Exactly. So again, thanks for your support, both of you
Thank
guys.
you.
It's been a
Yeah,
big
bud.
help. So,
Thanks.
all right. Till next time, guys. Thanks.
All right.
Thank-